Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the episodes of Friends that we consistently revisit, as well as those that don't quite hold up all these years later.
You got a man who's a nanny? You got a manny?
Number 5. Want to Forget, the one where Ross dates a student. Yes, we know that she technically isn't Ross's student anymore by the time they start dating, but their relationship still feels inappropriate. Like she asks him out in the hallway of school right after the semester's end.
I'm a little embarrassed about calling you a hottie on my evaluation.
That was you?
Yeah, I felt a little weird about it. You're a teacher, I'm a student. But would you maybe want to go out with me sometime?
Given the unpleasantness of the ensuing storyline, it only makes sense that we'd want to skip the episode that started it all.
Did you have a nickname for me?
Oh, no.
Yes, you did. What was it?
It's Cutie McPretty.
We do still want to remember that it provided one bright spot, though, and that was in the form of a Bruce Willis cameo. We love that love machine.
I'm just a love machine. But you have, baby.
Number 5. Timeless, the one with the videotape. When we found out that Rachel was pregnant, the first thing we wanted to know was who the father was.
Oh, wait a minute. Who's the father?
Oh, no, she won't tell us.
Oh, come on, it's my wedding. That could be my present.
Wait, hey, I just gave you peeing on a stick. See, this is why you registered.
Then, when we found out it was Ross, the next question we all had was, how did it happen? Well, in the one with the videotape, we found out.
Maybe I need to be more careful. I mean, am I sending you these signals right now?
You know what, Rachel, just drop it.
No, please show me how I begged you.
I can show you. I have it on videotape.
While the appearance of a videotape isn't timeless and probably looks weird to anyone born since the episode first aired, the episode itself is still a classic. There are so many great scenes, but the moment that Rachel starts telling Ross the backpacking through Europe story is amazing.
Ross, did I ever tell you about the time that I went backpacking through Western Europe?
The collective gasp from the other friends, the look of pure satisfaction on Ross's face, Joey, or Ken Adams being the propagator of the story, totally priceless.
How do you know about that story?
How do you know about that story?
I heard it from my friend Irene, who heard it from some guy.
Some guy.
Number 4. Want to Forget, the one with Joey's fridge. The good thing about the one with Joey's fridge is the story arc. Joey and his quest to make someone else pay for a new fridge.
The ATM only lets you take out 300 at a time, so I'll take a check for the other 100.
You're joking, right?
Of course I'm joking. I don't take checks.
That's pretty much all we can cling to here. This episode falls into the Ross dating a college student time frame, and he's jealous over her going away for spring break.
What's this?
It's a bathing suit?
To wear in front of people?
Is that supportive?
Is this?
The green-eyed monster grabs hold of Ross to such an extent that he ends up following Elizabeth to Florida to keep an eye on her.
Oh, Professor Geller.
The angle's more ugly than funny, as is the fact that they followed it up with the one with mac and cheese, which is mostly just a recap of old clips.
You can't even see the line. The line is a dot to you.
Look, I'm not saying that you should magically forgive me, but you're not perfect. You've made some errors in judgment, too.
Number 4. Timeless, the one with the blackout. Like Chandler's opinion on chewing gum, this episode of Friends is perfection.
Gum would be perfection? Gum would be perfection. Could have said gum would be nice. Could have said I'll have a stick, but no. For me, gum is perfection.
In season 1, the show was still finding its footing, but this is one of the episodes that holds up spectacularly. When the lights go out in New York, the truth comes out. Well, almost. Ross nearly reveals his feelings to Rachel, but is thwarted by a stray cat.
Yes. That's right. What?
Meanwhile, Meanwhile, Chandler almost flirts with Jill Goodacre, but is thwarted by his own nerves and a piece of gum. This latter scene has to be one of the funniest in the entire series, and the will they won't they between Ross and Rachel was still fresh, which makes this episode one for the books.
Okay, guys, I have the definitive one.
Number 3. Want to Forget. The one where Chandler gets caught. The whole misunderstanding trope is a classic of the sitcom genre. However, in the case of this episode from the final season, it just doesn't work.
Well, it's a shame that you'll miss the movie, because we were going to see, you know, either Liar Liar or Betrayal or An Affair to Remember.
The idea that they'd all be that easily convinced that Chandler's having an affair is ridiculous. If he was, would he really meet the woman right outside the coffee shop where they all hang out all the time?
Phoebe and I saw Chandler with a blonde woman today outside on the street, and then we followed them to a house in Westchester.
They went in together.
When the misunderstanding is finally cleared up, it's only followed by the news that Chandler and Monica are looking to move out of the city, a change no one reacts especially well to. Don't force yourself to watch this one again. The writing is forced enough as it is.
And now when I look over, who am I gonna see? The Gottliebs? The Yangs? They don't make me feel so good.
Number 3. Timeless, the one where no one's ready. In a 2004 NBC poll, the one where no one's ready was voted the 3rd most popular episode.
We have to be out the door 20 to 8.
Relax, Ross. We'll be ready. It only takes us 2 minutes to get dressed.
But you know, I'd feel a whole lot better if you got dressed now.
Okay.
Almost the entirety of it takes place in Monica and Rachel's apartment, and in real time, as the gang has 22 minutes to get ready and leave for a function at Ross's museum. A lot can happen in 22 minutes, and it certainly does here, including that famous bit where Joey puts on all of Chandler's clothes.
Look at me! I'm Chandler. Could I be wearing any more clothes? Maybe if I wasn't going commando.
While Ross has a lot of admonishable qualities, his seemingly unwavering patience this episode is not one of them. It got to the point where we thought he might just never get to his event, at least not with his friends in tow.
You go get changed. You, give him back his underwear. I'm gonna go get a cab. I want everyone downstairs in 2 minutes. Monica!
Stop it. Stop it!
Number 2. Want to Forget, the one with Chandler's dad. On some social issues, Friends was ahead of the curve. Think celebrating a lesbian wedding before gay marriage was even legal in the state of New York.
You know, nothing makes God happier than when two people, any two people, come together in love.
However, when it comes to Chandler's transgender parent, things don't look as good through today's lens. She is pretty much always the butt of jokes, many of which were pretty insensitive at the time and seem even more so today.
Trust me, you don't want him there either, okay? Nobody's gonna be staring at the bride when the father of the groom is wearing a backless dress.
So what? As long as he's not wearing a white dress and a veil, I don't care.
Even Friends co-creator Marta Kaufman has admitted they didn't go about things the right way, telling USA Today that constantly referring to the character by male pronouns was wrong.
Oh, I'm getting all misty here. You'd think I was having my legs waxed or something.
Number 2. Timeless, the one with the morning after. Say it with us. We were on a break.
We were on a break!
Oh my God, if you say that one more time, I'm gonna break up with you.
It's not only one of the most iconic quotes from the series, but from all sitcoms of the 90s and 2000s. And the one with the morning after is where it all began.
What are they talking about?
Rachel,
Just get away from me!
It was a mistake. I made a mistake, okay?
A mistake? What were you trying to put it in? Her purse?
Sure, it wasn't the happiest of episodes, especially for fans who had waited for Ross and Rachel to finally get together and, you know, stay together. As big a deal as Ross and Rachel hooking up was, so too was their breakup. This episode proved that the show could walk that fine line between drama and comedy, with the breakup happening in one room while the rest of the gang brought the funny from the other.
They're gonna get through this, aren't they?
Yeah, come on, it's Ross and Rachel. They've got to.
Before we unveil our top picks, here are a few honorable mentions. Want to Forget, the one with Rachel's assistant. Hiring the underqualified assistant because he's good looking and then dating him?
So you hired yourself a little treat, did ya?
All right,
I know how it looks, Phoebes, but I'm telling you.
But you know you cannot get involved with your assistant.
Yes, I know that.
Timeless, the one where Ross got high. One word, trifle.
It's a trifle. It's got all of these layers. First, there's a layer of ladyfingers, then a layer of jam, then custard, which I made from scratch. Then raspberries, more ladyfingers, then beef sauteed with peas and onions.
Want to Forget, the one with the apothecary table, product placement, and a crummy premise.
No, but I am mad because this stuff is everything that is wrong with the world, and it's all sitting up in my living room, and all I can think about is how I don't have that lamp.
Timeless, the one where everybody finds out. Phoebe and Chandler's game of chicken is always rewatchable.
Okay, you win. I can't have sex with you.
And why not?
Because I'm in love with Monica.
You're what?
Want to Forget, the one with Phoebe's rats. Too much focus on the rats.
What happens when they mate and there are hundreds of them?
Mate? They're all brothers and sisters.
Yeah, not such a problem with rats. Now, they're more of a love the one you're with kind of animal.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Want to Forget, the one with the male nanny. Everything about this one is cringeworthy today, and to be honest, Ross being that creeped out by a male nanny was probably more offensive than funny even during the episode's first airing in 2002.
What kind of job is that for a man? A nanny? Oh, it's like if a woman wanted to be...
Yes.
King?
There's way too much focus and energy spent on the character, and the reaction from Ross brings out all his worst attributes.
I'm sorry, I'm the only one who isn't in love with Gary Poppins out there. But I can't go through with this.
Now, had they dropped that and focused more on the storyline where Monica tells Chandler that some guy at work is the funniest person she's ever met, this episode might have edged closer to the timeless portion of this list.
Funniest guy she's ever met. I'm funny, right? What do you know? You're a door. You just like knock-knock jokes. Save it for inside.
Number 1. Timeless, the one with the embryos. Yes, Phoebe being implanted with the embryos is a great story arc, and Lisa Kudrow is in top form in the scene that has her talking to the Petri dish.
I'm hoping to be your uterus for the next 9 months. You should know that we're doing this for Frank and Alice, who you know, you've been there.
However, the truth is that the bet and the resulting trivia contest completely steal the spotlight. Miss Chandler Bong and Monica's 11 categories of towels are just some of the memorable tidbits this amazing episode provided.
What name appears on the address label?
Oh, Chandler gets it! It's Chandler Bing! No!
I'm afraid the TV guide comes to Chandler Bong.
The one with the embryos is also Courtney Cox and Matt LeBlanc's favorite episode, as well as a lightning-in-a-bottle gem, according to TV Guide. We just call it timeless.
Oh gosh! This has something to do with numbers and processing. Well, and he carries a briefcase.
10 seconds, you need this or you lose the game.
It has something to do with transponding. Oh, he's a transponster!
Which Friends episodes stand the test of time, and which ones do you skip right by? Let us know in the comments.
Say something clever. Okay, doesn't have to be clever, just has to be word.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.